At some point during the mix, you'll realize that you need to revise a couple things, like the balance of your mix, the dynamics and EQ maybe. After all, I've done a couple things that influence the way the mix sounds. I played a bit with a supercharger for the saturation, which in turn led to me adjusting the compression on the master and so on. So I'm gonna play this part of the track and maybe adjust things. Now, when the trumpet kicked in, I realized that it's time to add some reverb to the mix. And I'm going to add a couple reverbs plus a delay at the same time so I can create some space for the track. The fastest way to do so, I think, is to select all tracks and then, at least in Logic, create a couple buses to a couple reverbs and a delay unit. Now, Komplete offers a couple really good sounding reverbs. I'm going to use one of each. These are the RC24 and also the RC48. Judging by their names and how they look, I assume these are emulations of Lexicon units, the famous Lexicon 224 and the Lexicon L480. These are legendary Lexicon reverb units. I'm going to use one of each. And in the third bus, I'll use the Replica XT delay unit. I'm going to look at that later. But first, let's have a look at the reverb units. The 224 by Lexicon is a great sounding unit. Did already have the lark being the remote control that you see in front of you. This is what you used to control the unit. Same thing for the 480, also used a lark, and the sliders are really cool to play with to get all kinds of interesting reverb sounds. I'm going to first put the kick through this reverb so I can get a good grasp of what the reverb sounds like. I'll just command click on the send. So the signal is sent to the reverb at 0 dB. I'm going to give these a different color. Let's grab a Lexicon color. There we go. Call this, let's call this short verb. And we'll call this long verb. What happened was that I had all three buses selected. So if I enter a name in the first one, it gets copied to the other ones. But that's fixed now. So let's first listen to the RC24, made by Softube, by the way, the famous plugin developer from Sweden. So here's the kick going through the reverb. That already sounds amazing. I want to have a room though. I want to have it less bassy. With these two sliders, I determine how long the reverb will sound in these specific ranges. And what the range is set by this crossover. So if I turn this clockwise, you'll see it goes down to 100 Hertz. So that means that the mid-range starts there and the bass range ends there. If I turn the other way around, the mid-range won't start until 4,500 Hertz. Okay, that's not really realistic. So around 600, which is about what the default was, will work a lot better. So you could hear the mid-range was sounding a lot longer, 17 seconds to be exact. And it sounded a bit metallic, so I'm not sure if I like that. You know what? Maybe I should actually bring the crossover up, because I want to have a natural sounding room, and a small room has less bass. Let's put it that way. Maybe a little pre-delay, or maybe none.